question. Now, there's a lot of guys that are listening to this, or either veterans, they're entrepreneurs, or both. You know, a lot of these guys get out of the military, and girls, say if they're out of the military for 5 years. When you're in the military, you're all jacked and shredded. 5 years later, you're 50 pounds overweight, diabetes, high cholesterol. So how can these people like myself slowly get back in shape? What were some of the things, if you were to help veterans or police officers and firefighters that are out of shape but want to get back in shape? What are some of the things they can do to start slowly getting back into the rhythm?
Yeah, one, they have to really want to do it. So the mindset has to be right. It can't be kind of half-assed. But you don't have to upend your whole life, and you don't want to try and tackle everything in day one. You don't want to lose 50 pounds in day one. Little small steps can change over time, can change tremendously. And I would just get them slowly changing. I wouldn't put somebody on a diet. Like if they're eating one way one day, I wouldn't put them on a very strict diet the next day. I would slowly do it. Slowly cut your portions down. Slowly make healthier choices. Write out a plan and just get consistent. Start with tomorrow. Tomorrow's your first workout. Worry about that. Don't worry about 20 workouts from now. Don't worry about 10 meals from now. Your next meal, make it a good one. Little habits, and this stuff adds up over time. And you have to give yourself some time. You can't have unrealistic expectations. You know, it might take you might put on 50 pounds quick. It doesn't come off that quick. Consistency, slowly, and pace yourself. And don't try to do it all in one shot. That's how people get frustrated and they fail.
You know, I love that. Now, me and you are both fans of Generation Iron. Yes. And it's amazing that some of the most successful people, every time I see them working out, they always have their book with them, or they always annotating all their workouts and their supplements. And so what are your thoughts on, you know, writing your goals down instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to have a goal? What is your thought process?
Tremendously important in my opinion, to write them down and have clear-cut goals that you can measure, right? So if you said, you know, you want to lose 50 pounds, that's my long-term goal. I probably have some short-term goals. Hey, I want to be down 10 pounds in 3 months. And they got to be measurable. And they got to be, you have to have a very strong why. And that's why putting the goals down are very important. As far as writing things down every workout, if you can do that consistently, I think it will help you tremendously. It doesn't work well for me personally. I wish I did, because I would love to look back in a notebook and see what I did 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But for me personally, it starts to feel like homework. And I never liked homework. So I don't write it down, but I kind of wish I did. I've done it sometimes with some apps on my phone. That makes it a little bit easier for me.
Now, one of the things I find quite annoying when the gyms were open, you know, you get these young kids, they do a set, take a selfie, go on Instagram for 10 minutes and do another set and say that they're going beast mode. So what, you know, in between sets, I mean, whether you're powerlifting, I know there's a little bit more time for rest in between sets, but if you're just generally fitness, how long should you be taking in between
sets? A minute or so.
Okay. Now, last couple questions is, I know you're an 80s wrestling guy. Some of your favorite.
I am a huge Hulk Hogan guy. Like, he was my guy. Hulkamania. As corny as it sounds, when I was a kid, you know, hearing him say, train hard, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, I believed that shit. When I was a kid, I got into a fight with one of my parents' friends because they were trying to tell me it was fake. And I was so adamant that it was not fake. I was mad at my parents' friends. We got into a fight. And then one day we had a VCR, and I decided to videotape it and watch wrestling in slow motion, and my mind was blown when I found out that it was scripted. But Hogan was my guy. I loved the Ultimate Warrior. Hated when they fought each other at WrestleMania, because I liked both of them. Macho Man, those were my guys, man.
Yeah, I was always a Jimmy Snuka kind of guy.
Yes, he was awesome.
You know what? I always liked the jacked guys.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Road Warriors.
Like Rick. You know,
Tony Atlas. Rick Rude. You're thinking of Rick Rude.
Rick Rude. Yeah. I mean, I would. Those guys were, and I like the guys that would be able to talk crap. You know, because you get guys like the Ultimate Warrior. You didn't understand what the hell he was talking about.
Tony Atlas, Rocky Johnson, who was The Rock's father. I mean, Jack. Those guys were great.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Now, being in the supplement industry, I'm sure you got to meet a lot of these
I
guys.
didn't get to meet a lot of wrestlers. I've met just about every pro bodybuilder, strongman, powerlifters. We've been very fortunate to meet and hang out with a lot of those guys and travel with them. But I didn't get to meet a lot of wrestlers. One year, Hulk Hogan was at the Olympia. I don't remember what booth he was at, and I was working, and I tried to get to him to get a picture, and I just couldn't do it. I took my break, but there was too much of a crowd. I couldn't get to him.
Now, were you a part of Animal when they first started doing the Olympia, when they started doing all the cages and all that stuff?
No, by the time I came, it was probably the fourth or fifth cage they have done. But I did every cage
Okay.
from 2007 up until 2019.
Wow. So yeah, you were there. You
Yeah, it
were in
was
there a
great. And I got
while.
to see it evolve, and we tried every year. The goal was to make it bigger and better than the year prior. In the last couple of years, I was coordinating all the events and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, and some of the pro bodybuilders, the guys that I thought were going to be nicest were like some of the biggest assholes. But some of the people I thought were going to be like the biggest assholes turned out to be like some of the nicest people. Like I actually just had a chance to sit down with Lee Labrada for like 45 minutes just talking. I'm like, wow, what a nice, it's very rare that, they say don't meet your hero sometimes.
Yeah, I would say in general, my experience, and maybe they were nice to me because I worked for a supplement company, but most of them were really nice to me.
Well, brother, I appreciate you hopping on today. Now, if you are looking for work to get back in the supplement industry for full time, correct?
Talking to a few companies now. Yeah, I definitely, it's a passion of mine. So yeah, I would like.
So if somebody wants to get in contact with you, or somebody wants to get in touch with you, how can they get in touch with you and support whatever mission you're doing?
You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can email me at theericschwartz@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to do it. TheEricschwartz@gmail.com.
Well, brother, I want to thank you for being a friend for all these years and always taking care of me when I was with GNC, and I really appreciate you. And I just thank you for taking some time to hang out with us today.
Anytime, brother. Thanks for having me on, Richard.
And the only other thing I'd ask you is just send me a quote from you and one of your best pictures.
Okay, you got it, my man.
All right, brother. God bless you.